Hey y'all, it's Dan, your Miracle Lion, back with another video. Saw this story today about Hall of Famer Broncos legend Floyd Little, diagnosed with cancer. Another Floyd in the news, George Floyd in the news after being killed in Minneapolis. And then there's rioting going on there. So now they have a story about Floyd Little. So let's read a little bit of the story here. Denver Broncos legend Floyd Little has been diagnosed with cancer, according to one of his former college teammates. Pat Kaloran talked to Syracuse.com's Nate Mink, who wrote Little has a treatable but aggressive form of cancer. Kaloran set up a GoFundMe fundraiser to help cover medical expenses. Little was named an All-American in each of his 3 years at Syracuse. From 64 to 66, he scored 44 touchdowns. He was selected 6th overall in the 67 NFL draft. He spent his 9-year career in Denver and ranked 2nd in franchise history with 6,323 rushing yards and 43 touchdowns. So notice the 133 comments on this. I'll get to that. So they retired his number 44 jersey, 44 touchdowns. I'll get into that, why that's all relevant. He's got cancer. First off, though, this was reported on a day with 75 numerology. And his full name, Floyd Douglas Little, equals 75. And he was done playing football in 1975. Floyd Little also 157. And he played here in college, Syracuse University Orangemen, 157 as well. How appropriate. And in 1964, his first year with Syracuse, he had 157 carries. And then in 1965, he had 193 carries. Why are these numbers relevant? Well, they're prime numbers. I'll show you the 193. 193 happens to be the 44th prime number. He wore number 44, 44 touchdowns. Also an applicable number for cancer. And same with 157. 157, the 37th prime. And cancer 37. All-American 44. War number 44. And of course, cancer 44. So how appropriate. Floyd also equals 26, his first name. The God number, and also cancer equals 26. So this man was, born to have cancer. Basically, the guy they talk about in the article, his first name is Pat, his teammate. Pat equals 37 like cancer. Pat is also 44 like cancer. And his last name, what was his last name? Killoran. I don't know what that is. Killoran, 46, like sacrifice. 116, like African American. I think African American is also 100. Yep, 116 and 100. So an interesting connection there between Pat Kaloran. So Floyd also equals 73, the reflection of 37. And he was an All-American, equals 73. And he played for the Denver Broncos, 73. Look, here's Floyd Little, war number 44. Front and center, cancer number, 44 touchdowns. Born on July 4th, or 7/4. He's 77 right now, from New Haven. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2010. So from his last birthday to this story is 331 days. And he's a Broncos legend. 133, the reflection of. Remember I said there was 133 comments on this page? 133 comments. And he's a Broncos legend. Probably just a coincidence. 331, a prime number, the 67th prime. Came into the league in 1967. This happened on a day with 39 numerology. And his last name, Little, equals 39. That's why we're talking about him. And let's look at his career statistics. He averages 3.9 yards per carry. For Little. What a shocker. And then I looked at that number, his rushing number. Which I don't know if you can see this, probably not. I'll zoom in a little bit more. So this is how many yards he had in his career, 6,323, which is the 823rd prime. Made me think of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant born on the 23rd of August, right? And if you look at, they're 4 months and 4 days apart, like cancer, from where Kobe Bryant died. Died on the 26th to this news story. Is 4 months and 4 days. Interesting, huh? And then if you compare the two in gematria, Floyd Little equals 157 and 58. And in the same ciphers, Kobe Bryant equals that same number, 157 and 58. See that? Floyd Little and Kobe Bryant. Connection between the two. So he had a, quote, treatable but aggressive form of cancer that equals 167, which is a prime number, the 39th prime, like Little, like this news comes out on a day with 39 numerology, like he averaged 3.9 yards per carry in his career. It also equals 149, which is 149, the 35th prime. It was 35 days from this announcement to his 78th birthday. And announced on a day with 35 numerology. If you include the end date, it was 36 days. And it's interesting because Orange Men equals 151. And this happened on the 151st day of the year, 151, the 36th prime. So, how appropriate. Also, Floyd Douglas Little in New Haven, Connecticut, a pretty good match. Both 219, both 84, both 96. And the thing that is interesting about 84 is that he entered the Ring of Honor in 1984, the Denver Bronco Ring of Honor. Oh, here it is. Little was a charter member of the Broncos Ring of Fame. Oh, that's what it's called, 1984. I'll make that a little bigger. Charter member of the Broncos Ring of Fame. I wonder what that is. in 1984, and his name equals 84, so how appropriate there. Broncos Ring of Fame. So, I don't really see anything there. 96, that number of Freemasonry. 84, that number of Masonry. New Haven, Connecticut, the home of Skull and Bones, Yale University. That's where he's from. So both teams he played for wore orange uniforms. Orange equals 33, right? Denver Broncos and the Orange Men. Syracuse Orange. The guy they're talking about, Nate Mink, equals 33. And that guy, Pat Kaloran, equals 137. 137, of course, the 33rd prime. Got to get their 33 in there. And that about does it. So we'll see what happens with Floyd Little. Another Floyd in the news. Keep your eyes out for Floyd in the news. So more news by the numbers every single day. Down to the smallest detail and how many comments are there. You know. So there you go. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.